everybody, this is Brenda and I wanted to do a week 3 check-in. I am recording today in one of my heart spaces. This is the cemetery where my daughter is buried, and I don't make it over here as often as I would like, but there are times when I just need to be alone and do a little bit of recharging and just let my heart release a little bit, and this is one of the places that I come. This week has actually been a really challenging week. I have been quite sleep deprived thanks to my children and some side effects of medication when I don't take it at the right time. And when I'm tired like that, I can usually make it a couple of days with some extra Empower Plus Q96. It's amazing how that stuff works. But after about 3 days of sleep deprivation, I'm just done, and there really is no substitute for sleep. And that's the kind of week that I had. Because of that, I didn't get in all of the exercise that I had planned. But as you know, there are some days when really the best thing you can do for your brain and for your body is to rest. And so instead of getting up early, I went ahead and just slept until my children woke up. Because, you know, once they wake up, the mommy job's on. So that's been hard. I've gone over my 60 grams of carbs a day or two, but at the same time, a couple of those days I wasn't eating really hardly anything just because of the side effects, and I didn't feel good. So I figure, you know, that all balances out. But what's good is that I'm liking the diet on this Smart Blood Sugar. I think this is something that I might be able to maintain for a long time, which is good because really for what I want to do for my health, I need to make a long-term change. So that's encouraging. Now, regarding the monitoring of my blood sugars, I didn't do as many this week as I was anticipating I would, and as I committed to myself that I would. But I did do more monitoring than I have in the past. And while my numbers are not perfect, like non-diabetes perfect, they are better. And I can't deny that. I'm actually really excited, and I was encouraged to see that. One of the reasons, and this just kind of shows you the insanity that is me, but one of the reasons why I have not been good at monitoring is I felt like if I didn't have a perfectly carbless day, and I don't mean the carbs from vegetables, but you know, if I had any little bit of bread or you know, something that was on the some of those foods that I have to count in this program, I felt like a failure, and I didn't want to see the blood sugar numbers. And because if I didn't see it, then it wasn't there, right? I mean, I know that's not true, but I just didn't want to know. I didn't want to know how bad the news was. So with the numbers that I was checking this week, I was encouraged that although they weren't perfect, they are improved. And that's one of the biggest things that I want to get out of this personal wellness challenge, is getting those numbers under control. Also, in general, my body is feeling better. When I have been able to discipline myself with what I eat before, the feeling to me feels like my blood is clean, if that makes any sense. And it, you know, when I'm not eating how I should, it's not that my blood feels dirty, but I do feel sluggish when my sugars are too high, and so I feel like I'm feeling like my blood is cleaner. I still have a ways to go for what I want to achieve, but I'm encouraged. I'm seeing progress. Regarding products, I'm not going to review one today. I've been doing some research on one of my favorites, the Equivalent Meal Replacement Shake. And I have some questions about it that I want to ask our doctors, and in particular Keith Robbins. He is the physician who has put together this Equivalent Meal Replacement Shake. And one thing I love about the Q Sciences company is that I have access to the physicians that created the product and are specialists in the fields of these micronutrients, of these different different things that Q Sciences sells. I love that I can just write an email and they will respond, usually within 48 hours, and I get an answer that I can understand. And whenever I have a question, I can ask those doctors. So that's one thing I really like about the company. All right, so this is it for this week. I look forward to checking in with you next week, and I'm recommitting to monitoring my blood sugar more this week. All right, thanks for your support. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.